The 10th is a dogleg par 4, so I'm hitting 5 wood because I can shape this right to left and try and get it running down the fairway and leave me a shorter shot in. Picked a line, hit a really good strike here. Now turning it to the left, I think this is absolutely perfect. Sort of landed middle of the fairway, got a big hop forward, and when we get there, unfortunately, I've hit it into the pinch point on the hole, the narrowest point, and we're blocked out by 4 or 5 trees. So I'm going to try and find a gap. There is a gap, but it is quite small. It's probably 30 yards away, this gap. Hit it dead centre into the middle of the tree that I was trying to go to the right of, and it bounces back into the middle of the fairway. So the third shot now from 80 yards. Just a little gap wedge, trying to control the flight. This is really good. Just lands left of the hole, gets a little hop forward and runs sort of 10 foot past the hole. I've read this putt as breaking left to right. Just a bit worried if you get it right at the hole, it's going to run 3 or 4 foot past. Fortunately, I started it way too far left, a little bit pacey as well, and it stayed on the top side, tapping in for a disappointing bogey on the 10th. On the GPS, it looked like it was a slight dog leg right to left. So I'm trying to hit it over the corner of those sort of trees you can see on the left-hand side, and then get it turning. It looked like it was a downslope as well, so if you get it down onto that, you should run down and leave yourself a relatively short second shot. Right is out of bounds, so I don't want to miss it right. So I'm really trying to concentrate on hitting a good line here. And unfortunately, this was not. Pulled it over the top again. A bad swing. It's way left. But I do know it dog legs left. So I'm hoping it's got enough carry to get down there. And when we do actually get and find the ball, we're blocked out by the trees. It wasn't too bad down the left-hand side. If it hit driver, I might have made those sort of bigger trees and bushes you can see. So I'm trying to move this left to right round that tree. Hit a decent shot, turning nicely. It lands on the left side of the green or into the bank and kicks massively left, which then left me in the hedge. Found another ball there, rubbish ball, so didn't keep that one. Got a slight shot, but I can't make the green. I'm just going to try and move this forward and give myself a less restricted backswing. I played it okay, short of the green because it wouldn't run through the rough. Rather than in the past, I'd have probably run this up the bank. I've got my most lofted club. I'm going to try and land it onto the green. Played it nicely. It's an area of my game I've really improved up to the left-hand side. It's running down towards the hole. Come up a fraction short, but really pleased with that chip. Didn't see a lot of break in this putt. Going to hit it quite straight. Not had a very good stroke so far. Not felt that comfortable with the putter, but they really need this putt. No, just a bit firm. Tapping in there for a disappointed double bogey and an awful start to the back 9. So this hole looked quite tight. So I'm hitting 2-iron. Looked like it pinched down at about 240, 250. So I didn't want to go at it with wood because I'll be hitting it into the narrowest position. It is all downhill as well. So a little 2-iron. Started down the left and a little bit of a fade, hopefully. And that is absolutely perfect. Just faded it into the slope. Gets a nice bounce, and it's running down there towards the green. Shouldn't leave me very long left, and it didn't. Had like 70 yards here, so just a little pitch shot with my lob wedge. Going to try and land it short. The pin is really on the front. It's sort of only a couple of paces on the green, so it's quite a tricky pin to get to. If you land it on the green, it's just going to run towards the back of the green. So ideally trying it, if I'm honest, if it comes up short, it's fine because it's the most makeable putt. Anything past the pin is quite a difficult putt back. Played it really well, this. Really good contact. Really pleased where it lands. One hop forward, tries to spin, doesn't, and rolls sort of 10, 12 foot past the hole. Leaving myself this putt for birdie. Again, it looks just like it's sort of left to right, but not a lot of break in it. More important to try and get the pace right. I haven't really got the pace of these greens yet. Hitting an okay putt, it's just sliding off and broke a little bit more than we thought. But that's a tap in par, which sort of steadies the ship a little bit. What a great looking hole this is. So quirky. We're literally playing down the slope. Bunker short. Got to pick your club here because there's water as well behind. Quite a small target. I've gone in it with gap wedge, 54 degrees. Hand and arm shot. Held the finish. Absolutely love this. Probably one of the best shots I hit of the day. Lands just left of the pin. Spins back towards the front of the green. But really pleased with that. It doesn't win close to the pin, but still a really good shot. So the lengthy birdie putt here. Breaking left to right again. Had quite a few left to right putts. Read this just outside left. But probably realistically looking at 2 putting. Hit an okay putt again. Started at too far left. It's starting to break now. And it did actually break more than I thought. But it's a tap in par again. Really enjoyed that hole. And probably my favourite hole on the course at Trethorne. An uphill par 5 here, which is reachable in 2. Pulled out driver. Does look like it shapes a little bit left to right. Going to try and start this down the left side and let the slope move the ball back into the middle of the fairway. Well, that's the plan anyway. I said driver, trying to get there in 2. Just pushed it a bit right. It is actually coming back on the wind a little bit. Maybe the toe strike as well. It's landed right side of the fairway. Should stay on the fairway. When we get up there, unfortunately, we're slightly blocked out. The green is sort of behind that lone tree, you can see. But it's a big high tree. We've got over 200 yards. I'm just going to hit 2-iron in here and try and hit a little fade around that tree and get it running. Really like that shot. Nice and low under the tree, landing on the fairway and running up there. I think it could be quite close to the green. When we get up there, it's obviously landing in the rough. And I've got sort of a 45-yard pitch shot, which again is not one of my favourite shots. And a shot I wouldn't leave myself very often. Pulled the lob wedge out. The contact's good. Thought it was going to hop forward and it actually just stopped, which is a good thing because I know the contact was decent, but we're a little bit short of the hole. So this is the birdie part on this sort of birdieable par 5. Could really do with this just to kickstart the back 9. Need a good stroke. Hit a decent putt. It's just pulled it a little bit again. Pace is terrible. It's ran on again outside the camera shot. Apologies for that. Reset the camera. Reset the mindset. Hit this straight back into the hole, goes in right edge, disappointing par. Another par 4 down the hill, 390, quite a long par 4, but it looks quite tight off the tee, and again pinch point in at like 260, so hitting 2-iron to try and hit it into the fattest part of the fairway. Again, decent strike, fraction left, should be okay. Lands on the fairway, kicks a little bit down the left hand side with the slope, and we're in the left hand rough. The lie's pretty good to be fair as well. Not a long shot in here. Got a nice lofted club with me. Going to try and land it short because I'm coming out the rough. Hit this really good. I think this is absolutely perfect. It lands front of the green. Gets a massive hop forward. The green is obviously sloped front to back, so it's gone off the back. Pulled out a little 7-iron. Going to run this up the hill. Quite fancy this. The lie's decent. Going to get it running onto the green quick. It's good. It's a very good line. It's probably better than any of the putts I've hit. Had a chance of going in and just fractionally tailed off at the end. So just tapping this one in for a good par save, which I'm really pleased about. 16th hole, short par 3. Plays up the hill. Bunker guard in short, so anything short right will end up in there. Nearest the pin here as well. Looks like it slopes a bit left to right. Hit gap wedge. Absolutely perfect. Slightly into the wind as well. It's landing a little bit long of the pin and then spins back towards the flag. And at this time, we were winning close to the pin. But unfortunately, I think, well, fortunately for him, Badge won that in the end. So this is my birdie putt, straight down the slope. Can't see any break in this whatsoever. My main aim is to get the ball past the hole because a lot of putts have come up short. Hit a really good putt here. About here, I think it's in. Grabs enough for the hole, does a horseshoe. And that's the first birdie of the day, which was nicely celebrated by myself and Rog. 17th hole is quite a tight hole here at Trethorne. Decided to hit 5-wood and try and find the fairway. Fairway again sloping left to right. Not much fairway though. It's a really, really tight hole. Hit an okay tee shot. Pushed it a little bit right. Lands on the right side of the fairway and works its way into the right-hand rough. So we're in the lap of the gods, really, whether we get a line towards the pin. You can just see it. There's a massive tree, obviously, guarding. Need to go right at that or hook it round that, ideally. Good strike, but started it way too far left. Middle stump the tree, straight back, right hand side, probably in the worst position. So you can see the flag between the gap. Again, got to keep it low under the branches. Played a good shot here. I think it might even be on the green when I hit it. When we get up there, I didn't even know there's a big bunker that stops it. It's a long bunker shot, one of the hardest shots in golf. Hit it fractionally fat, a lot of sand in these bunkers. Didn't quite get onto the green. Now it's rolling off and off the slope, so we're going to leave ourselves another chip shot. Grabbed that 54, going to land this left of the pin. Played it lovely. Actually landed it right in the end, and it's drifted off to the right. But pleased with that. And this is the putt for a tap-in, or a tap-in putt for a double bogey, which I'm just glad that hole's over. It went on forever. Looked on the GPS and tried to pick a line. And this is way left, you'll notice, of the marker post. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen. Just got to trust it. Got enough bat, I think, to get there as well. Hit this really good. It's the line I was trying to hit it on. I think it's absolutely perfect. Got no idea where it's going to be. When we get up there, I was actually right at the green. And if I'd gone a bit further left, I'd have actually greened it. But there is out of bounds on a drive range on the left-hand side. So it's probably best to miss it right. Got to keep this under the tree, but carry the bunker. Managed to do both of those, but got nowhere stopping it. It's going to work its way towards the back of the green, but quite pleased with the actual shot. And this is the birdie putt to finish with, to finish 13 over par. Quite fancy this one. I sort of read it and got a good line on it. Hit a decent putt. It's just going to break off now. Just tapping in for an 85 plus 14, my worst score of the year. Apologies to all of you watching who have enjoyed that vlog. Hope it gets better, but thanks for watching, and don't forget to give the charity a follow.